It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The man who traded green and gold for Viking purple is Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
We'll go back to Jones on 1st down. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Brandon Powell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He fumbled the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
His offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Ryan Wright now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A second down throw for Goff. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to be third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal at the 5-yard line. Here's a run. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do the guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Quickly out to Jefferson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now Darnold. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Slot man in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver-type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Lions offense ready to get back at it. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here is Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Sam Laporta, the second-year tight end out of Iowa. And you talk about having a breakout rookie campaign, Mike. I mean, to make the Pro Bowl as a rookie at the tight end position is no easy feat. He kind of burst onto the scene as the Lions found themselves in the NFC Championship. I had a chance this summer to spend some time with him at our TEU, kind of our tight end only camp that I run with Kelsey and Kittle in Nashville, and seeing him work up close and personal, you can see why, even though he's a young player, he's had the level of success that he's had only 2 years now into his career.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Along the sideline, Williams pulls it in.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Now Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He is in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Darnold. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On the give, it's Jones. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. Darnold now to throw. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 11 yards on the connection there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First down, Vikings.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Trent Sherfield. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Darnold. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Darnold to the air once more. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
2nd down and 3. Darnold to throw. That's to the sideline and pulled in by Jefferson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Second and a yard. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Third and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. In trouble, and down he goes. The Lions called their first timeout. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichert, to try this Viking field goal. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board just before halftime.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will be a Lions 1st down as the tackle's made just shy. They'll go play action with Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That is hard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This a 42-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In the 1st half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one caught by Patrick. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
A carry here for Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. His throw left side is complete. And he's into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. There's Jefferson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Darnold again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So here in the 2nd half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. Because at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Working free downfield. It is Williams. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quickly to Laporta on the RPO. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Goff to throw. And he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. On play action, here's Darnold. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Now, Darnold. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's 3rd and goal.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal. Darnold to throw again. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Lions offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One more time for Montgomery. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He was blocked out at the 13-yard line. It's the gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Williams in motion. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. Big hole to the 30. And he'll be taken down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the gift to St. Brown. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Second down and 8. Here's Montgomery. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. From the gun, it's Goff. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a second down and 8. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Now Montgomery. 14 on the pickup. First down, Detroit.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. So it's a win here for the Lions. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.